Hi everyone, I'm Barbara Zabawa, founder of Wellness Law, and I've been practicing health and wellness law for the last couple decades. And I am going to navigate for you the different products that are available, and I'm so happy that you're considering purchasing some of them and downloading some of them. So let me show you what these products are about so that you have a better idea of what you might need for your wellness practice. All right, so I'm up here navigating to products from the home page, and I'm going to choose Wellness Practitioner products to start with. But notice in the drop-down menu that I've categorized the products depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for education and wanting to learn more about wellness compliance, the educational products tab is probably the one you want to navigate to first. If you're looking for just contracts and agreements and policies and forms that you might need for your wellness business and not interested in any of the other training that might be available, you can navigate to wellness forms and templates. But that's also going to include forms and templates that aren't just for wellness practitioners. It's going to include wellness compliance forms and documents for corporate wellness companies, insurance brokers, and others who might also want to have access to downloadable templates. The wellness practitioner products is where I'm going to navigate to and spend most of this video on, because that's where I think most of the people who are looking for products, they're wellness practitioners. They might be health coaches, they might be homeopathy practitioners, they might be functional medicine, integrative medicine, holistic health coaches, might be yoga professionals, personal trainers, people who want to do Ayurveda or Reiki. So just a whole host of wellness practitioners, most of them not licensed, not required to be licensed by the states, but they're looking for some legal documents that are tailored to what they want to do with wellness. And this is the tab, this Wellness Practitioner Products tab is where I would encourage you to go. They also have a tab for workplace wellness products. So again, those are more for insurance brokers and employers, HR professionals who are looking for workplace wellness compliance products and agreements. And then finally, HIPAA compliance tools. These are for HIPAA covered entities and business associates, which most wellness practitioners, believe it or not, are not, but sometimes. And you might want to schedule a consult with me to talk about when that might be possible. But like I said, I'm going to focus on the wellness practitioner products because that's where I find most people navigating to my website needing the most help, and these products are really tailored to you as a wellness practitioner. So you're watching the video that I'm creating right now, and if you scroll down, you'll get to the different products that are available, and I'm just going to quickly go through each one of these so you know the differences between all of them and when you might need them. So if you're brand new to opening a wellness business, maybe it's an online coaching business of some sort, or you want to do Reiki or some other type of wellness practice, and you are looking for whatever it is that you need, you're not really sure, you don't know what you don't know, I would suggest this Wellness Practitioner Legal Starter Package is for you. And what it's going to contain, if you click on it, it'll show you, have a description, and then it'll have a list of all the items that are available in this package. And you're going to get what I consider to be the essential legal documents that you need: your wellness services agreement, short consultation form, a disclaimer for your website, a privacy policy for your website, terms and conditions document for your website. And you're also going to get some books and some training videos as well to give you just an overview of the legal landscape that your wellness business may encounter. So that is the Legal Essentials package. Oh, and I forgot to mention one of the most important features of this package that isn't available in the other package that I'm about to show you is the 1-hour legal consult with me. It's not with anyone else, it's with me, and you don't have to use it all at once. You can use it in small chunks as questions come up over time. It doesn't expire. You'll get it linked to my calendar. And again, we don't have to spend the full hour right away. You might want to, but if you don't, then, if we have a half hour left, you can schedule another half hour or 2 more 15-minute sessions as you move forward with your business. So that is the package, the legal startup package. Now, if we go back to the previous page, you'll see another package for just the documents. So the same documents that are available in the startup package, they're also available in this legal essential document package, but you don't get the videos, the books, the 1 hour with me. You're just getting the 9 documents, the same 9 documents in the previous package. So we'll go through what each of these documents are in a moment, but that's the difference between those 2 packages. Now, if we go back, if you're just interested in the training videos for startups, wellness business startups, you can buy. There's just the training videos. But again, those come with the starter package. So you're getting a really good value by going with the starter package. If you're just interested in scheduling 1 hour with me, you might have your own documents already. Maybe you got some through your training or certification programs or downloaded them from somewhere else and you feel pretty confident about them, but you just have some questions, maybe about those documents, maybe about other things relating to the practice of your wellness specialty in your area. You can book a 1 hour consult with me if you want by clicking on this product. But I'm going to talk a little bit at the end about another way you could save some money by getting some legal compliance questions answered. So stay tuned to the end because you will learn another way that you could save money and get the legal help you need. The website terms and conditions. Now, these are the documents that are available in the package, but you can buy them a la carte. So you don't have to buy the package to get access to these documents. You can buy them piecemeal. Of course, you save money by buying the packages, but I'm going to explain as we go through each of the documents available in the package. And some of these documents are not in the package, and I'll point that out. But this one, website terms and conditions, is in both of those 2 packages that I described at the beginning. And this is the document that you would need if you have a website. And it's just going to tell people, you're going to put it at the bottom of your website. It's going to have a link, and it'll pop up and it'll explain to people the terms and use of your website. And so it's going to give some disclaimers and some boundaries on how they should be using your website. And so if you going to have a website, you're going to want that document. Same with the privacy policy. They kind of go hand in hand for a more comprehensive disclaimer for your website. The privacy policy is going to talk specifically about what information you might be collecting, why you're collecting it, how you're keeping it secure. Whereas the terms and conditions are going to talk about more like the content of your website. And so again, if you're going to have a website for your wellness business, I would strongly encourage you to have both terms and conditions and the privacy policy. Group wellness service agreement. This is part of the package. This is for if you're doing group coaching sessions, for example, or group training sessions. This is the agreement that you would use for your group. So it would be used instead of the wellness practitioner agreement, which I'll be talking about in a moment. So if you plan on doing group work, this is a really key agreement for you, and it is included in the package. Independent contractor agreement for wellness businesses. If you plan on hiring any vendors, independent contractors, maybe you plan on having additional coaches work with you, not as employees, but as independent contractors, this is a letter agreement that you can use for hiring them that sets compensation terms and non-solicitation and liability insurance expectations of these independent contractors who are going to be working for you. Now, this is not included in the package, so this is a separate agreement. Usually for startup wellness businesses, they're not looking to hire anyone right away. It's just them, and so they don't really need this document right away. But maybe you have been practicing a while, or maybe you are already planning on hiring someone, and you might have to get this document. in addition to the ones that are in the package. Internal policies and procedures for wellness practices. Yes, this one is needed and is in the wellness packages, the 2 packages I talked about earlier. These are just for your own internal use. They're not something you're going to hand out to people, but it will help guide you. Even though you may not be subject to HIPAA compliance, these policies and procedures do offer some guidelines for you on protecting information that you collect, store, transmit. And so they're good to have as a guide for you. And again, they are in the packages. All right, Wellness Practitioner Services Agreement. This is like the bread and butter, the foundational document that any wellness practitioner needs. And this is for the one-on-one coaching, the one-on-one services. So if you're not going to be doing group work, but just one-on-one services, this is the services agreement that you're going to want. It's the key agreement. If you were to not get anything else except one template, this is the one that I would recommend you get. And again, it's for any type of wellness practitioner, unlicensed wellness practitioner. So coaches, Reiki, homeopathy, unlicensed homeopathy providers, healers of all stripes, and functional medicine and nutrition and personal training and yoga, all of that. If you're going to be doing one-on-one services online, but even in person, this is the foundational agreement that you're going to want. And it's paired with, as it says in the explanation for this agreement, it's paired with the authorization form, which should also, it's right here. This is the authorization form. So if you're going to do a la carte, you're not going to purchase the package. You just want to get the foundational services agreement. You will also, because in this agreement, this authorization form is cross-referenced, you would need to buy this agreement as well. So you'll need both because this agreement references this agreement. And this agreement, I'll just skip to this one right now, is giving your client the option to share their information. And they're giving you their permission to use their information for your business purposes, maybe for social media testimonials. And it's also giving them the option to declare which types of information they're okay with you using and which types of information they're not okay with you using, and where they're okay with you using it. Maybe they're not okay with social media, but maybe they're okay with your website. But it's giving them the opportunity to give permission about how you use and handle their information. And so that's another key form that you're going to want. And it's cross-referenced in the Wellness Practitioner Services Agreement and also in the Group Wellness Services Agreement. So again, if you're going to be doing a la carte purchases, make sure if you get this one, you also get this one. The same with the group. Okay, short wellness consultation form. Many of you may only do 15-minute consults. I understand that that's quite popular. And maybe you charge for those consults, maybe you don't, maybe they're free, maybe it's a lead magnet for your business. But you really don't want those clients who are doing these one-off appointments. Maybe you're at a health fair and you're seeing people, but you don't probably expect to ever see them again, hopefully, but maybe not. Or it's just a short 15-minute or so consult, and you don't want this person to sign this Wellness Practitioner Services Agreement, which, goes through scheduling appointments and payment terms, and it's well over, I think it's like 5 pages long. And so it seems a little bit overkill for these short wellness consultations. So this form solves that problem. It is a 1-page form. It will protect you in the best way possible for these very short one-on-one and one-off encounters that you have with clients or potential clients. So I would recommend using this form for those situations. Educational course disclaimer and release form. A lot of you might develop courses. Maybe you've developed an app, or maybe you have courses on your website, And they're multi-week courses, maybe they're asynchronous, and this is the document that you would want your course customers, your students, to sign. So this is for educational courses. It's going to, again, offer legal protection to you in those situations. Maybe you don't want to buy the package. Maybe you have your own documents and the 1 hour consult seems a little bit overkill for you. Maybe you just want a 30-minute consult with me. That is available as well right here. So you can click on the Calendly link once you buy the 30-minute consult and we can talk. And then the training videos that you see next, those are, again, these are all available in the Legal Essentials package, the startup package. But you can buy them, and they're also all available in the bundle for the videos, but you can buy them individually as well. So maybe you don't need the training on all the different topics, but there's one that may strike your fancy, so you just want to get one. So you can do that. You can download just one video. So there's a scope of practice video explaining, the wellness practitioner scope of practice. There's legal entity options and insurance. Maybe you're not sure what type of legal entity you should be forming or what insurance you need. That's this training video. Maybe you're really concerned about data privacy issues and just need a little bit of education on the landscape for wellness and data privacy and using online platforms. That's this training video. And maybe you're interested in trademarking or copyright issues for your wellness business and also just contract principles. This training video discusses those topics. And I'm the one who's doing all the training on those videos. And then we already talked about the practitioner authorization form, the website disclaimer template. It's just a 1-paragraph disclaimer that you can put on each page of your website that sets the proper scope and expectations for any information that's available on your website. It's on the front. It should be displayed on the bottom of your website. That is also part of the package. You get that as part of the package, both of the packages. So that would be included. And then here's just a free checklist of not only legal documents, but other startup items that you should be thinking about as you develop your wellness business. So getting your EIN, and do you need bylaws and all that kind of stuff. So that's free. You can download that, and all the documents that are listed, many of the documents that are listed on this are available for purchase on the website, as we just talked about. Now let me share with you, as I promised, a way that you can save money on purchasing these documents, but also on getting follow-up help as questions arise, as legal compliance questions arise. So if you download this free checklist document, at the very bottom, it will mention a wellness law app. And I would highly encourage you to look at that app, and you can actually access it from this website right here. You click on that, and you will be taken to the wellness law app. And in this app, if you subscribe, and subscribing is only $20 a month. There's a bunch of free content, so you don't have to subscribe. But if you do subscribe, you will have access to the premium member content. And included in the premium member content, which again is only $20 a month or $200 for the year. So if you do the annual plan, you get 2 months for free. You not only get a 20% discount on all the products that I just showed you from the Wellness Law website, but you also get access to a community chat, but with like-minded wellness professionals who want to do wellness in a compliant and ethical manner. But you also get access to this help desk feature. And this is, again, only for premium subscribers, but it's amazing because you get to ask questions of basically me that I've trained an AI chatbot based on all the work and research and writing that I've done over the years. And you can ask it compliance questions 24/7. And this is something you can download on your phone or use on your desktop. And if you click on the notice here, you'll get to ask the questions, you can just type it in the chat. I need, oh, you got to type in your name first. And then, oh, it wants my email address. Wellnesslaw.com. And you can type in, I need help with my wellness business, and it will start answering questions for you. And I'm going to have another video that will go through the use of the help desk even more in more detail, which you'll be able to see on the app. So that was just a very generic question, but you get the idea that it's rapid, it's very amazingly accurate. I monitor these chats, so you have me kind of overseeing, making sure that the information that is being provided is good information. And this is part of your $20 subscription. So if you would prefer this kind of 24/7 help, I encourage you to subscribe to the app. You get the 20% discount on the products. And if you still want to talk to me, you still have that option of booking the 30-minute call, the 1-hour call, and using the discount code for 20% off on those calls. So it's a really good deal. I did it to make it more accessible and affordable for wellness practitioners. I hope this has been helpful, and I look forward to having you as part of the Wellness Law family.